Have you ever encountered these kind of messages when you want to check out a product? It's very likely that you have if you purchase stuff primarily online. Online stores display these notices to you dynamically when a certain condition is met. For example, this one urges customers to complete the order as soon as possible for faster shipping. Or this one here informs customers that if they spend more, they will be eligible for free shipping. It's a pretty clever trick to increase sales and conversions and average order value, and also prevent customers from abandoning their carts and completing their orders. If a message is well thought out and clear and displayed at the right time, I for one will easily get impressed and tempted. And I'm sure most of you will too. But ever wondered how you can build these messages with a WooCommerce store? In this video, we will find out how. It's pretty easy and quick. Since this feature is not natively available in WooCommerce, you would need a third-party plugin for that. We use a plugin called SaleKit to make this happen. So before anything, make sure to install SaleKit on your WooCommerce website. Now let's see how we can do this. Once you install SaleKit plugin, you would notice the SaleKit icon appears on the left side of your WordPress dashboard. From there, find Notices, and from the Smart Notice page, click on Add Smart Notice to create our first Smart Notice. In this page, we are going to create our Smart Notice within 5 simple steps. It all starts with the naming. So we're going to go ahead and give a name for our Smart Notice. Let's call it Free Shipping. Alright, in the next step, we are going to choose a condition for our Smart Notice. And this condition is actually a criteria that you set, and you're telling SaleKit on what condition or what occasions SaleKit should display this Smart Notice to the customer. If I open the conditions menu, you can see a lot of conditions related to the purchase information, cart information, UTM parameters, user types, anything that you might need to create a message, a marketing message for your store is available here. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose cart subtotal. And in the second field, I'm going to go ahead and choose threshold range. Now I have 2 fields to fill out. The first one is threshold amount, which is the minimum amount that user has to spend to see this message. And the second field, which is target subtotal amount, is actually the amount that user has to spend so that they can be eligible for the bonus that you want to give to your customers. In this case, it's free shipping. So for the first one, let's add $10. And for the second one, let's go ahead with something around $30. There you go. Now, if a customer is within the range of $10 and $30, they will be able to see this message. And if they spend more than $30, they will be eligible for free shipping. I can also add more conditions if I want to, but in this case, I think I'm fine with just one single condition. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these 2. In the next step, we're going to create a content for our message. Let's write something like, add $15 for free shipping. As you can see, I can see the preview of my message on the right side, how it's going to be displayed to the customers. But before I go to the next step, if you pay attention, we have made a small error here. Well, obviously, we have no idea what is the subtotal amount for every single customer. Therefore, we can't write a fixed amount here. Instead of this, we need to somehow calculate the customer's cart subtotal amount from the target amount that we set in the previous step. So this is exactly where the power of dynamic keywords come into play. So if I highlight the text here, the 15, the number, and open the dynamic keywords menu and choose the remaining subtotal amount. Obviously, you can see other important and useful dynamic keywords you can use, but in this case, the third one, which is the remaining subtotal amount, works just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. There you go. Now we have a dynamic keyword that is telling SaleKit to deduct the customer's cart subtotal amount from the target subtotal amount and print the right number on it. Okay, now you can also add a button to your Smart Notice if you want to. In this case, I'm asking my customers to go ahead and add more to their order. So it makes sense if I add a link to my shop. Let's write something like continue shopping. And here we add a URL to our button, and also you have the options to change the skin of your Smart Notice. You have 3 options to choose from. What it does actually changes the coloring of your smart message or smart notice. In this case, the green color works fine, so I'm gonna leave this unchanged. In the fourth step, I need to set a priority for my smart notice. Priority is important and useful when you have multiple smart notices and all of them are matching your conditions that you set in the previous step. So you are telling SellKit that which one of those smart notices are more important to go with. In this case, I'm going to choose number 1 as the most important. And in the fifth step, you are telling SellKit that on what pages of your website you want to display your smart notice. So you have 7 options here, and you can even add a custom location if you want to. But in this example, I think the best place to display this smart notice is the checkout page and perhaps the cart page as well. So I'm gonna choose these 2, and there you go. We're pretty much done with our smart notice creation. Now, as the last option here, I can tell SellKit to activate this smart notice immediately after I press the create button by turning this on. But if you want your smart notice to wait for a specific time or date, then you need to leave this unchecked. So let's switch this on and click create. There you go. We have just set up our first smart notice here, and by clicking this menu on the right side, you have the options to edit, duplicate, deactivate, and remove the smart button. You also have the option to check the analytics of the smart notice you have created. It's pretty useful and important if you want to improve your smart notices and also be aware of how well it is performing in terms of impressions and clicks. The impression is the amount of people who have seen your smart notice, and the clicks is the number of clicks, obviously, that you made through these smart notices. You have also the option to change the time frame. Make sure to check this page from time to time to improve your smart notices and keep them in their best shape. Now that we're done creating our first smart notice, let's go ahead and check out how it looks on our website. So this is my shop, and just for the purpose of testing the smart notice that we just created, I'm gonna go ahead and choose one of these products, which is in the range of $10 to $13. Sorry. The first one looks perfect. Let me add it to the cart. There you go. Now let's visit our cart page. Yeah. Now that we have added a product which is worth $15 and it's obviously less than $30, we see this smart notice appears on the top of our cart page, and it's asking customers to add more $15 to be eligible for free shipping. So let's go to the checkout page. This is our checkout page, and as you can see, we have this message appearing at the top asking users to spend more for free shipping. Now that's how you create a smart notice for your WooCommerce store. Of course, this was just an example. There are many other ways that you can think of to create traction for your website, to increase conversions and sales. You can write different types of messages and think of bonuses to encourage your customers to buy from you or buy more from you. I hope you have learned something new, and thanks for watching.